Provider status, it's really allowed us to make some lasting changes in quality of care for our patients because it's really given us a sustainable way to practice at the top of our license. So for example, we were able to expand our counseling services for mental health, and instead of only counseling patients for like a new mental health medication fill, now we're actually calling and administering PHQ-9 and GAD-7 tests to assess the effectiveness of those medications, and we're getting really good results.
No, it's interesting. Throughout all my time doing this, it just shows that there's so much we can do with the little things. The little things that we do for the patients actually affects the patients and can actually make a big difference. So provider status is where the future of pharmacy is. And I believe it provides a tremendous opportunity for pharmacists to impact their patient's life.
We had a patient who's been a type 2 diabetic for a number of years. He kind of figured, he could eat whatever he wanted as long as he took his diabetic medications, it was all going to be fine. So his HbA1c was 13. So we've got him down to about an 8 right now. Just small changes in his diet and everyday habits that he learned from talking with us, taught him that you have to do more than just take your medicine, because they kept adding medicines, but not educating him on how even a 5-minute walk can lower your blood sugar. So things like that he's been really grateful for.
And then, we get patients all the time that say, we're just so thankful you guys are willing to spend the time with us so we can understand our medications and use them more appropriately.
I work in a primary care practice, so with a little different model. So in the past, we would have to piggyback our services with another provider who was getting paid. Now, the pharmacist can see patients independent of that other provider and bill and receive full Medicaid PPS rate for that visit.
I feel that as a business model, we have, as pharmacists and pharmacies, we have been doing provider status things for years and years and years, and we really haven't been paid for that or compensated in any way. We can really practice at the top of our license and incorporate a lot of this provider status, and it's only going to help the business model.
We've all been there when you're dispensing, you're in that mindset. The day's crazy, your prescription baskets are stacked up. It's check, right patient, right drug, right dose, right route, all those things. You get those done, out the door, and then you move on to the next one.
It may be a better quality of life and help with burnout rates, but if you've been used to working and not worried about how much time you spent with a patient, now all of a sudden you have to be very aware.
You feel like you're using all that knowledge that you went through all those years of school for. You're finally getting to put it into practice in ways that we haven't been allowed to before. And I think that would really ease burnout quite a bit.
I mean, it's definitely given our pharmacists more work, but we're actually now able to pull them out of workflow and have clinical days that are spent providing these services. So now their time is uninterrupted and it's only focused on these clinical services. And from what I've seen, our pharmacists really enjoy these days because, this is what we went to school to do. And this is how pharmacists are trained to work.
Maybe if you're a pharmacist working in a job where it just seems like it's added work and it's more on your plate, I get it. For me as a pharmacist owner, I'm going to really enjoy the added clinical side to this, bringing this type of service to my patients, because I have dabbled in this now for about a half a year and it works. And I think that it's going to increase clinical outcomes. I think it's going to build trust in the healthcare community as a whole. And I really think my patients are going to enjoy this as much as I do.